the lineups between the two teams. Here they are head to head with all the members underneath. Very excited to see that Graves in the jungle. We get to see Lee Sin once again. But either way, guys, we're going to jump into game number 1 right now. Let's do it.
Early on, and Haru looking to go aggressive very early on, just has his red buff.
Before Valkyrie, there's going to be no Valkyrie here. Here he comes. The flash comes out, and the exhaust as well. That might be able to save him. There's the flash, though, and first blood going over to Crown 2 minutes into the game. Man, who is this guy? He's just exploding onto the scene with his aggression, kind of in the way that Peanut did. Uh-oh. Look at this. Ruler, not in the best spot here. He's going to flash the wall. Looks like Punch is not going to flash this yet. Going to rely on the Zyra, and that he does the heal, though. Oh, but he lands the Sonic Wave and flashes away. But nice job by Kongdoo to follow up with a kill onto Zyra. Looks like she got a little bit too close.
Absolutely enormous right now. And, I mean, taking a quick look at this replay, this is something that happened a few moments ago. Kongdoo Monsters got really fortunate in the timing in which Ruler was trying to go to get a ward, and they were able to actually get a kill onto him, but you can see all the minion aggro in the back from all these Spellcaster minions and the Cannon minion. Absolutely enormous right now. And, I mean, taking a quick look at this replay, this is something that happened a few moments ago. Kongdoo Monsters got really fortunate in the timing in which Ruler was trying to go to get a ward, and they were able to actually get a kill onto him, but you can see all the minion aggro in the back from all these Spellcaster minions and the Cannon minion early to Crown, and this puts so much pressure on Punch, because even if Punch comes here to help him shove this wave, here's the problem. He's already down in levels, and it's going to get worse in oh no, Cuvée.
Cuvé's here, and he's got his flash. He didn't use it before. That's going to be another kill going over to Samsung.
That something could be up, but the range at which they can start this via a flash ultimate out of Ruler.
Oh, they're going to be counter-engaged here, but Kongdoo is going to go down too fast. And just a nice set of ultimates there from Kongdoo Monster. But uh-oh, going to force the exhaust out here. Ruler doing a ton of damage too, and Guger almost going down.
We're going to take a quick replay at what's happening. So CoreJJ goes forward, and so does Ruler, but he underestimates the burst that comes out from Guger and Soul. And it was actually really intelligent that Haru didn't show himself, because maybe this entices Guger and Soul to try to push on forward onto Ruler. And
Around what he's going to do is just push lanes and attempt to go towards other lanes. So he's heading bot. There's a ward there, though. The Chain of Corruption does miss. Still a ton of damage coming out, and Guger's going to go down. They didn't even need Crown, as they secure now a 4,000 gold lead.
We can just take a look at this replay right here, where just the damage from bullet time was just too much for them.
They are spotted with the wards and the plants. So you can see Kongdoo now moving on over. Haru actually getting rooted up here, and here comes Lee Sin. Down he goes. And just getting caught there is Haru.
Yeah, Haru made if they wanted to.
458, I saw it right before he recalled. Well, here we go. Edge gets locked up once again. Command Shockwave, too much damage. You know, with that, they do chunk down a bunch of the health. Maybe they can transition into something here, but unfortunately, Haru's going to get picked off again, going just a little bit too aggressive, and doesn't matter how low Punch is if he doesn't go down.
Basically has mobility boots. Went out of combat, and that's really
look at
difficult.
this. Oh boy, CoreJJ.
The full lethality Varus build, by the way. Crown ulting the turret. You wanted it to collapse upon itself.
Haru may get caught again. Nope, is going to get away, but here comes the teleport. Is he going to complete that? It looks like he will, but will back away. Doesn't want to go in just yet. Cuvée coming from the top side, and here comes Ruler too. Chain of Corruption going on to Edge, and he's going to be bursted down immediately. Nice bullet time in the back to do a ton of damage to Roach, and there you go. Finally, they get 2 kills here. And now maybe they can go for this Baron.
Yep, they're going to go for the Baron. Crown and CoreJJ trying to zone out Punch. They kill the Blasting Plant, so any trip into Baron is even more likely to be a one-way trip. If Punch were to try to take it, you can see that they're just trying to keep him out. Guger, Soul, and Punch trying to fight for position.
CoreJJ gets very low, but look at that. Punch goes in with the exhaust, but Crown very low too, not able to get that off. And CoreJJ almost loses his life too.
Oh, but Lee Sin went down at the end of the day. So we're going to take a quick replay of this. So Roach teleports in here, but they're not respecting Cuvée, and he basically gets off a flank not a flank, but an engage that he should never really get off. And then Ruler able to synergize with Cuvee to hit.
Getting grouped up, they're just going to try to stop at the inhibitor turrets, try to clear the waves as much as possible.
One arrow does so much damage.
It's pretty insane, but look at this, Cuvee. He just uses his body to get in there. Unfortunately, not a lot of turret damage went down while he was eating that because the wave wasn't there. Now the wave comes in. They begin to push onto that turret bit by bit. Slowly and surely.
Punch is trying to look for an insect, not gonna find it. Turret finally goes down.
Cougar almost eating the command shockwave is forced to flash back, and Cougar wants it, but the bullet time coming in, huge amounts of damage. Down goes Cuvee though.
In one final wave, but he's out of fuel now, no mana available. And we can just take a look at this replay. So Cuvee, to start things off, doesn't have his flash available, so it's not like he can go in on the back line. You see Cougar flashes away from the command shockwave. Punch unable to find a way into the back line of Samsung Galaxy, but they were able to bring down Cuvee.
Incredible wave clear as a team, but taking it very slow. Cuvee is going to get Chanic Crystal arrowed, and now Edge is coming from the right side. Not sure if he's going to be able to get out of this one as Nautilus joins the pack, but the bullet time is going to try to get everybody away. Now Punch is going to go down right after Zyra, and the big bait play, not sure if it was intentional, but Cuvee kind of gets everybody on his, or rather the people on Kongdoo in trouble as they go for that kill, use so much for it.
Cuvee has teleport, and when it's called in from that location, that should signal that they're wanting to end it.
We got a massive push going in the main base, and everybody from Kongdoo Monsters not going to be allowed to get back. A big flash there from Soul to get away. The bullet time on the left side, but look at the base. The Nexus is now open, and this will be game number one, going over to Samsung, no doubt, as they take down the last members of Kongdoo Monster before taking out that Nexus. And there you go, GG. Down goes the Nexus. Game number one, going over to the Samsung. For JJ, we'll see if he can make that Leona work for him. Going into game number two, Samsung, they definitely want to get as many points as possible and get the 2-0 tonight. See if they can do exactly that. So let's jump into game number two right now. Samsung Galaxy versus Kongdoo Monster on the big stage. Spill we saw in the last game. And Haru coming down in here. Crown even going, oh, whoa, boy. No. Flash over, and Crown actually lands Q out of the dragon. Exhaust going down. Haru is going to be burst down. That is going to be first blood. Going over to Soul, but here comes Ruler coming in. Oh. Soul will go down with the crit. That's going to be 2 kills going over to Samsung. Mitt, and he will get away.
But it's still a very big victory because that gank has a lot of other problems with it where now Cuvee gets a freeze. But before we get back to that, we can take a look at this replay here where Crown was basically stalking Punch, and Soul, while he did get the first blood, didn't really matter too much in the end, as he was then basically cleaned up by Crown and Ruler.
Look at live though. I mean, I think they would have preferred some other ones, but well, here comes the first curtain call that I've seen of the game. Gonna miss shot number 3 and 4. Chain of Corruption is going to lock up Wraith, but here comes the big port in, and Haru just disappears. Barely even saw him there for a second, and that's gonna be it. Samsung is not able to get in there, and one of the members of them do go down, so.
And with Dragon coming up in a few seconds, Samsung probably just going to get that. I can't even see Kongdoo contesting it. But meanwhile, the curtain call came down, and if every single bullet hit, this probably would have been fine. In fact, I don't even know if Crown would have ultimate or cast his ult. Had that. Ooh.
Crown so confident to take that one. And Cougar just going to eat these shots. Still doing a lot of damage. Uh-oh, Cuvee from behind. Exhaust is going to help him for now. And actually, the Deadly Flourish does miss. But is it going to be enough damage? One more hit will do it. Yes, he will go down to the Sunfire Cape, in fact. And down should go Guger as well. Ruler able to follow up there. Nicely done, converting that into a couple of sweet kills.
To pick up kills in bottom lane, they got the kills up in top lane. Didn't quite get the turret, but that's all right. So the teleport coming in from Cuvée here, Guger and Soul just too far forward. And interestingly, Soul didn't choose to actually flash until when it was basically too late. And Cuvée right there at the very end, able to get the final kill. And then when Ruler came, Guger, it was... So Samsung Galaxy could potentially just have Cuvée go for Guardian Angel, and what a desperation Baron.
You can see all the assistant pings going down for the red team. That is Samsung. They know about this. They're coming in. And Kongdoo, they could be in a bit of trouble. Let's see if they can secure that Baron. They're locking up Crown, and they do get it. Now they have to disengage, though. And can they do that successfully? Looks like for now they can, as even Ruler not joined up with this team right now. It's actually 3v5 here, and Kongdoo...
Oh,
no,
what?
okay, never mind. Down goes Punch, like he never even existed in this game. Haru does a lot of damage.
They're still behind despite having the Baron buff. So here, you take a quick look at this replay, and so Punch, even despite...
Edge, you're not able to go out. He's forced to flash, and does get out after it all. But here's Haru. Oh boy, the flash out of Guger, and it's not going to matter. But the pin here onto Punch is really where the big stuff is happening. Haru, though, in a bit of trouble. Nope, he's got to be fine. Down goes Guger as well. Roach might face the same fate. Oh, what's going on there in the bottom right? Two members of Samsung actually died, but a triple kill for Crown.
Oh, Soul and Edge have to be really careful. Over 7,000. Haru just clearing out all of Punch's jungle, and they picked up the turret. So in the replay here, you can see that they didn't even know that Haru was there, but Guger able to flash out of that and prevent getting deleted. Cast his ultimate, but Roach not able to lock up Haru, and then Guger goes down to Crown, and with Cuvée coming up from behind, they're able to dog down Roach. But meanwhile, at the bottom right, Wraith and Ruler got caught out by Soul and Edge.
They got a flush draw, that's not enough.
Yeah.
So here we go. Gonna go for the Baron finally. And with that Mountain Drake, it is going down quite fast, and they do get it. Nice secure by Haru. Chain of Corruption does miss. Here comes the curtain call, and punches out in the middle there, taking a ton of damage. That last hit will do it, as well as the damage from Poppy. And here comes Haru down, and the bottom doing a ton of damage with his AoE. Guger on the left side will no doubt go down, and this is the cleanup here for Samsung. Cuvée almost dies. He gets teleported in, not going to go down. And everybody on Kongdoo is just being routed. 4 members go down, nobody has died. And that should be the ace. Down he goes to Haru. And the ace and the Baron all going over to Samsung.
And this is actually going to be it. I don't think that Guger and Punch are going to be able to hold this off, try as they might. And that's going to be it. They can just focus target, or they focus fire the Nexus. They want a little bit of more KDA though.
Yeah, they want to get up in those stats. Oh, not able to get punched at the end. Doesn't matter. They do take the 2-0 tonight, as all the Samsung flags in the audience go crazy.